The 2005 McDonald's All-American Girls Game is filled with players who carved out successful college and pro careers, though a few of them ultimately failed to live up to their potential. This class is also lacking the future Hall of Famers of the previous few classes, though one player still has a shot to get there. Before we dive in, I wanted to make one quick note. I'm going to refer to everyone by their maiden name, just to keep tracking a bit easier. With that said, let's take a full look back at every player from the 2005 McDonald's All-American Girls Game and see what they're up to in 2025. Erika Arriaran. First, apologies for any mispronunciation, I could not find a good source online. Arriaran left California to play college ball at Texas. The sharpshooter averaged 11.5 points as a freshman to make the Big 12 All-Freshman team. Unfortunately, she tore her ACL 15 games into her sophomore season and had to take a medical redshirt in 2008 after another knee injury. She came back to finish out her career, but was never able to get back to the numbers she showed off during her freshman season. She doesn't seem to have played professionally and has mostly fallen out of the public eye. I found something that indicated she may have been working as an admissions counselor at Concordia University in 2016, but I'm not 100% sure it's her. DeWanna Bonner. Bonner's father, Greg McCall, coached women's college basketball at Taft while she was growing up, so it's not a huge surprise that she became a solid basketball player, especially when she grew to 6'4". She decided to head to Auburn, where she quickly became a star. Bonner averaged 13.5 points and 6.5 rebounds to make the SEC All-Freshman list. She continued to improve over the next 3 years, peaking as a senior with 21.1 points and 8.5 rebounds to win the SEC Player of the Year and make the All-American team. The Mercury picked her 5th overall in the 2009 draft. She got off to a fast start, averaging 11 points and 6 boards off the bench, to win her first 6th Woman of the Year award and finish in 2nd in Rookie of the Year voting. The Mercury ended that season as champions, giving Bonner an exceptional first season in the WNBA. She won the next 2 6th Woman of the Year awards, continuing to grow as a player. Bonner finally got into the starting lineup in 2012, upping her numbers to 20.6 points and 7.2 boards to finish in 2nd for Most Improved Player. Her numbers fell off slightly the next few years, but Bonner kept playing well, and Phoenix won another title in 2014. Bonner made her first All-Star team in 2015, while also getting an All-WNBA nod. She had another solid season, and then sat out the 2017 season while giving birth to her twins. In her first year back, Bonner made the All-Star team, adding a 3rd nod in 2019. She was traded to the Connecticut Suns in 2020 in exchange for 3 first-round picks. During her 5 years there, Bonner made 3 more All-Star teams, taking her total to 6. She signed a 1-year deal with the Fever in 2025, but had some disagreements with the team and was ultimately waived. She returned to the Mercury during the 2025 summer and is trying to win another title with Phoenix as of this writing. Bonner is engaged to her teammate, Alyssa Thomas. Crystal Boyd. Boyd joined Arriaran at Texas, and unfortunately she also struggled with injuries during her time there. She missed her first season with a broken foot, and then came off the bench for limited minutes for 2 seasons. Boyd then transferred to New Mexico State. After sitting out a season due to transfer rules, Boyd led the Aggies in scoring, rebounding, steals, and blocks. She then spent a year playing in Iceland, before leaving her playing days behind. Boyd joined Rutgers as a graduate intern, and then spent several years working as a PE teacher and coach. Boyd got involved as a referee part-time in 2021, and now works as an official for the NCAA in women's basketball. Erica Brown. Alright, fair warning that there isn't much out there on Brown. She was originally supposed to go to Georgia, but she seemingly couldn't get her grades up and went to JUCO. At Tallahassee Community College, she averaged 16 points and 7 boards as a freshman. She seemed on pace to have a dominant sophomore season, dropping 21 points and 7.5 boards in 4 games, but suffered a season-ending knee injury. She eventually made her way to Washburn, where it looks like she averaged about 4.5 points while playing alongside 2002 McDonald's All-American Janice Bright. After that, Brown mostly falls off the map. It looks like she might be living back in Florida, but take that with a massive grain of salt. Marissa Coleman. Coleman decided to head to Maryland. She was named the ACC Freshman of the Year and helped former McDonald's All-Americans Crystal Langhorne, Laura Harper, and Shea Duran win the 2006 title. Coleman kept getting better over the next 3 years, peaking as a senior with 18 points and 8.6 boards to make the All-American team. The Mystics picked her second overall in the 2009 draft. She was named to the All-Rookie team in 2009 and spent 3 years with Washington. Coleman was then traded to the Sparks in 2012 before signing a deal with the Fever in 2014. There, she made her only All-Star team in 2015, behind 10.4 points and 3.5 rebounds. After a few more seasons in Indy, Coleman retired in 2018. She's gone on to found a few companies and is working with Underdog Fantasy Sports Betting as of 2025. Carrem Gay. Gay joined Duke for college ball. She played limited minutes as a freshman before jumping into the starting lineup in 2007, where she averaged 9 points and 6 boards. Unfortunately, that was her best season, as Gay's numbers dropped off slightly over the next 2 years. She did play a bit professionally, spending time in Switzerland and France. As of a 2020 interview, Gay was working in transportation in New York, though she still regularly attends Duke games. Crystal Goring. Goring's older sister Jillian was a McDonald's All-American before going on to play for the Mystics. Like her sister, Crystal moved from Trinidad and Tobago for high school, playing ball in New Jersey. She signed with Richmond for college. However, she moved back to Trinidad and Tobago for personal reasons and didn't actually get on campus until the 2008 season. During her first 3 seasons, Goring got limited playing time, but she bumped her production up to 11 points and 9 rebounds in 2011 as a senior. I'm not 100% sure what she's up to in 2025, but she does seem to pop up in her older sister's social media posts pretty regularly. Alexis gray-lawson. Gray-Lawson decided to stay in-state and play for Cal. She averaged 15 points a night as a freshman to win the Pac-12 Freshman of the Year, but injuries limited her to just 9 games in 2007. Gray-Lawson came back in 2008 and made 3 straight All-Pac-12 teams, while winning the Francis Pomeroy Naismith Award in 2010 with 18 points and 5 rebounds as a senior. The Mystics picked her in the 3rd round of the 2010 WNBA draft. She was cut before the season and ended up only playing 2 years in the WNBA, spending both of those seasons in Phoenix before her career was cut short due to injury. Gray-Lawson transitioned into a coaching role at the high school level in 2015. As of 2025, she's working at her high school alma mater as the athletic director. Devanei Hampton. Hampton joined Gray-Lawson at Cal, which was fitting because they played high school ball together at Oakland Tech as well. Like Gray-Lawson, she was immediately a solid player, averaging 15 points and 8 rebounds. The next year, she won the Pac-12 Player of the Year with 17 points and 8 boards a night. Her numbers went down the next 2 seasons, but Hampton continued to be an All-Pac-12 player, making the roster all 4 years of her career. She never made a WNBA roster, but had a brief stint in Poland before her troublesome knees finally gave out. Hampton made her way back to Cal and finished out her degree in 2015. Since then, she's been living a normal life, though she was inducted into Cal's Hall of Fame in 2023. Rashanda McCants. McCants' older brother Rashad was also a McDonald's All-American before heading to North Carolina and playing in the NBA. The younger McCants followed in his footsteps to UNC and was solid as a freshman with 6 points, 3 boards, and 1 steal a night. She continued to improve over the next few years, averaging 15 points, 7 boards, and 2 steals in 2008. Her numbers fell off slightly as a senior, but McCants played well enough to be selected in the 2nd round of the 2009 draft. She spent a little over a year with the Lynx before being traded to Tulsa in 2010. McCants was waived after the season, ending her pro career. As of 2025, she's working as a real estate agent. Renee Montgomery. Montgomery played high school ball with 2005 McDonald's All-American Alexis Hornbuckle. She did not follow her to college, instead going to UConn. Montgomery almost immediately established herself as the starting point guard, averaging 9 points, 3 assists, and 2 steals. Her numbers only got better over the next 3 years, as Montgomery went on to make 3 All-Big East teams, 2 All-American squads, and helped lead the Huskies to the 2009 title. That year she also picked up the Nancy Lieberman Award and the Francis Pomeroy Naismith Award. The Lynx picked her 4th overall in the 2009 draft. After a solid rookie season, she was traded to the Sun. With Connecticut, she made her only All-Star team in 2011, behind 15 points and 5 assists. In 2012, she won the 6th Woman of the Year. Then, in 2015, she was traded to the Storm before being traded to the Lynx. That year, she helped the team win a title. Montgomery took over as the team's 6th woman for the next few years, winning another title in 2017. She then spent a few years in Atlanta before retiring in 2019. She did some media work for a few years before becoming a co-owner and the vice president for the Atlanta Dream, where she's still working as of 2025. Ashley Paris. Paris's father, Bubba, played pro football, winning 3 titles with the 49ers in the 80s. Ashley and her twin Courtney both played in the McDonald's game. They also both went to Oklahoma for college, making the first part of these entries a little redundant. Ashley proved to be the worst twin on the basketball court, though she's far from bad. She averaged 6 points and 7 boards as a freshman, but improved every year, peaking at 12.5 and 10 as a senior. She made one All-Big 12 team, and the Sparks picked her in the 2nd round of the 2009 draft. She never technically played in the WNBA, but was on training camp squads for the Mercury, Dream, and Stars before leaving the game behind in 2015. She's been working at Nike since 2019 and also does some public speaking. Courtney Paris. As mentioned, Courtney followed her twin to OU after winning the McDonald's MVP. She had a dominant collegiate career, making 4 straight first-team All-American rosters, winning the National Freshman of the Year award, and grabbing the AP Player of the Year as a sophomore, behind 23.5 points, 16 boards, and 3.4 blocks a night. Despite all the accolades, Paris was never able to lead the Sooners to a title, which is worth noting because she said she would donate her tuition back to the university if she didn't, but after she failed, the OU administration said not to worry about it. Still, she had an all-time great college career. The Monarchs picked her 7th overall in the 2009 draft. She was never quite as good in the pros, even being waived in 2010. Still, she eventually became a 2-time rebounding champ and won a title in 2018 with the Storm. Paris carved out a 10-year pro career, so even if she wasn't quite as good, she ended up being a solid pro. She joined the OU staff as an assistant in 2020 before moving to the WNBA with the Wings in 2023. As of 2025, she is an assistant with the Sky. Angel Robinson. Robinson was born in South Carolina, but played high school ball in Georgia. She decided to sign with the University of Georgia and carved out a solid career for the Bulldogs. The one-time All-SEC player peaked as a junior with 11.5 points, 9.3 rebounds, and 2.2 blocks. However, she took a slight step back as a senior, but the Sparks still picked her in the 2nd round of the 2010 draft. She spent the next 4 years jumping between training camp rosters and playing overseas before finally joining the Storm in 2014. She played in 25 games, averaging 2.2 points. Robinson did not play in the WNBA for 2 years before spending 2017 and 2018 with Phoenix and then retiring. Since then, Robinson has done some work as a high school scout and works with Nike under the Jordan brand. Lindsay Schrader. Schrader joined Notre Dame for college. After a solid freshman season, she tore her ACL after playing a single minute. She came back and was a double-digit scorer throughout her final 3 years, making 2 All-Big East teams during that stretch. It looks like she did some coaching for a few years, but was working in sales as of 2020. Tiffanie Shives. Shives started her college career at Michigan State. She played in 26 games with the Spartans, but decided to transfer to Gonzaga. After sitting out a season, she became a solid player for the Zags in 08 and 2010, but missed most of 09 with an injury. Shives averaged about 9 points and 2 rebounds in college, and doesn't appear to have been drafted. She's since gotten into the fitness industry and is working as a personal trainer as of 2025. Kirsten Thompson. Thompson joined Arizona State for college ball. She never quite got her feet under her as a starter, playing just 11 minutes a night across her career. That said, she played in 135 games, so she was a solid backup for the Sun Devils. She has a limited online presence, but was working at an advertising agency as recently as 2017. Kristi Toliver. Toliver's dad is a former NBA ref, so it's not too surprising that she took to the game. She joined Maryland for college ball, where she made the ACC freshman team and helped the Terrapins win a title. She improved her scoring every year of her career and was named an All-American as a junior and senior. Toliver finished her career as the ACC Player of the Year with 18.4 points and 5 assists a night. The Sky picked her 3rd overall in the 2009 draft. They traded her to the Sparks after a solid rookie season. There, she made one All-Star team, was named the 2012 Most Improved Player, and helped LA capture a title. Toliver signed with Washington in 2017, making 2 more All-Star teams and winning a second title in 2019. She opted out of the 2020 season, but played for 3 more years before retiring in 2023. In addition to her WNBA play, Toliver won 4 Russian National League titles, 2 EuroLeague championships, and 2 Eurocups. While still playing with the Mystics, Toliver became an assistant coach for the Washington Wizards in the NBA in 2018. She joined the Mavs staff from 2021 to 2023 and was named the Mercury's associate head coach in 2024, where she's still coaching as of 2025. Vaughn. Vaughn's father is a relatively famous street baller at Rucker Park who went by Predator. She joined Rutgers for college ball. Her freshman season was up and down, but she became a solid player in 07, averaging 13 points, 9.3 rebounds, and 2.6 blocks to make her first All-Big East team. Vaughn made one more All-Big East team, but never improved on that sophomore season. Still, the Liberty picked her 8th overall in the 2009 draft. She had a rough start to her pro career, but won the Most Improved Player in 2011 after upping her numbers to 10 points and 7 rebounds a night. Vaughn never improved on that season, but played through the 2020 season, giving every team she played for solid minutes. She also had a successful overseas career, winning 3 Czech leagues and 1 EuroLeague title. As of 2025, it looks like she's looking for her next step while doing some media work. Waner. Waner joined Duke for college ball after winning the 05 Gatorade National Player of the Year. She made the ACC All-Freshman team with 9 points, 3 assists, and 2 steals per game. She continued to be a solid guard over the next 3 years, averaging double-digit points and more than 2.5 steals a night in each season. That helped her make 2 All-ACC squads, and the Liberty picked her in the 2nd round of the 2009 draft. She never played in the WNBA, as New York cut her just before the season started. Waner did some broadcasting with ESPN and then got involved in healthcare. As of 2025, she's still working in the field in Denver and is married to former MIT star Jimmy Bartolotta. Juanita Ward. Ward was supposed to start her college career at Mississippi State, but had to spend some time in JUCO. After an All-American season at Gulf Coast College and a national title win and another All-American nod with Odessa College, she joined Syracuse for her final 2 seasons. Ward averaged about 9 points and 6 rebounds during those 2 years, but was not selected in the draft. She spent a few years playing overseas before starting her coaching career at the high school level in her hometown. By 2019, she worked her way up to an assistant position with Jackson State. It appears that she has left that position and is now working in ministry as of 2025. Katrina Wheeler. Wheeler started her career at Georgetown, averaging 8 points and 8 rebounds during her 2 years with the program. She decided to leave the team and join Towson. After sitting out a year, Wheeler had 2 years of eligibility remaining. She continued to play relatively well, but never took that leap towards stardom. She did not play much professionally, instead getting into education. Wheeler earned her master's in 2020 and is working as an educator as of 2025. Earnesia Williams. Williams was only able to play in 6 games during her true freshman season at Texas before having to take a medical redshirt. She came back and averaged 9.5 points and 4 rebounds, but never improved on that redshirt freshman season. She was still a solid player for the Longhorns, she just did it mostly from the bench. She spent 8 seasons playing overseas while working as a coach and trainer in the offseason. In 2019, Williams started working in IT. She's still in that field as of 2025, though she's also working as a leadership consultant and podcaster. Christina Wirth. Wirth's dad, Alan, played briefly in the MLB with the Athletics as a pitcher, so it wasn't a huge surprise that she turned into a solid athlete, even if it was in a completely different sport. She joined Vanderbilt for college ball. Her freshman season was solid, with 6 points and 2.5 boards, but she bumped her scoring up to 11.4 as a sophomore. Wirth continued to boost her scoring over the next 2 years, topping out at 17 per night as a senior, while picking up her second straight All-SEC first-team nod. The Fever picked her in the second round of the 2009 draft. She averaged 1 point per game during her first and only season in the WNBA. Wirth then spent some time playing overseas before moving on to a normal life. All of her sisters also played collegiately. Alana played at Barry, a D2 school, Teresa played at Denver, and her twin sisters, Jen and Leanne, played at Gonzaga. Those two have also become Instagram influencers after wrapping up their college playing days. And that wraps up the 2005 class. I'll be back in a few weeks with the 2006 squad, but for now, why don't you check out this video of Candace Parker and the rest of the 2004 crew.